Alright, here's what you're doing today. Slope-intercept form. If we talk about it just for a second, the slope means may mean something different to you than it does others. It's like the steepness of something, how steep something is. Maybe if you've ever been skiing, you think of the slopes. Slope wouldn't be very fun if skiing wouldn't be very fun if there were no slopes, right, at an angle. And an intercept actually is where two things cross each other in math. I know a lot of times we think of sports that it is something being taken from a different team, from the other team. All right. So slope-intercept form is something that you're going to have to learn, and you're going to use a lot throughout your math career in school. All right. So we know that m, the variable m, is slope, and that slope is rise over run, and slope is the change in y over the change in x. So what we don't know yet, is the formula for slope-intercept form. It is y equals mx plus b. Okay, it's all variables, right? But m is going to be a number, b is going to be a number, and we will substitute after that. Okay, so y equals mx plus b. We know that the m is the slope. And now we know that the b is the y-intercept. Y-intercept, which just means where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay? Where the line crosses the y-axis. Oh, hello. So write this. Alright, so I've written down a few things since I paused, I'm sure, because I got interrupted about 19 times. So, looking at slope-intercept form, the formula is y equals m as in the slope, times x plus b, which is the y-intercept, or where the line crosses the y on an axis, on the y-axis, meaning if it crosses right there, I'll show you real quick, right there. Okay, so then that would cross right there, so the y would be 1, 2, okay, because it crosses right there. Let me change colors, if it was that one, then it crosses right there, so the y would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And this one down here was actually a negative, so some of you are probably calling me out right now. So y equals negative 2x plus 1. The slope is negative 2. Negative 2. And the y-intercept is 1, meaning it crosses the y-intercept at 1. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Y equals 1/2 x. So the slope is 1/2, but what is the y-intercept? It doesn't have anything. It only has y equals 1/2 x. So what is the y-intercept? It doesn't have one. Well, it does. It would be 0. Okay, instead of putting plus 0 or minus 0, because is 0 positive or negative? No, it's just 0. Okay, and then this last one, the slope is whatever is attached to the x. The slope is 3/4, and the y-intercept is negative 6. Negative 6. So how about I graph some of these for you so you can kind of see what they look like. Alright, so I'm going to do this one right here. Y equals negative 2x plus 1. Alright, let's see here. Oh boy, I should undo that. All right, y equals negative 2. You know what? Okay, so that is in slope-intercept form. The y equals negative 2x plus 1. Okay, so where does it cross the y? Don't forget, this one is the y, this one is the x. Where does it cross the y? It crosses the y at 1. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. So the line is going to be on that dot somewhere. Okay, let's use some highlighter stuff right there. Okay, that was the y-intercept. All right, so now what about the slope? It's negative, right? So it's going to be going down this way. I know that because if you were here and you were walking that way, it would be going downhill like so. Okay? All right, so negative 2x. So what's another way to write negative 2x? What about over 1? Same thing, right? Negative 2. It's still negative 2. And remember, it's rise over run, isn't it? Rise over run. Okay, so it's going to be a negative, meaning it's going that way. So the rise is negative 2. 1, 2. Right there. And the run, and the run is 1 in a positive direction. Dang it, sorry. Right there. So that line is this right here. That is y equals negative 2x plus 1. Okay, so how can you check that? Right here. So let's go back to just the lesson from before. Connect that triangle. Connect that triangle. It's a negative, right? Because it's going down. Ooh, sorry, got my shape thing on. It's a negative. Okay, it is 1. It's 1. Sorry, the width is 1. My bad. And the rise is 2, but it's negative, so it is a negative 2 over 1, which equals negative 2. Hall, which is the same thing as that. All right? So that's kind of where we're going with this, okay? I could also do, you want me to do another one? I'll do another one. I'm going to pause it for a second. All right. So let's look at this last one right here, okay? We're going to graph that. Y equals 3/4 x minus 6. So I've got it written right there already. This is the graph from the other day. Let's first look at the y. Remember, that is the b, the variable b, or the y-intercept is what I should have said. The y-intercept is at negative 6. So just start at the y and start at the point of origin and just go down to negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should get a different color though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that line is definitely going to be on that dot somewhere. And then this slope is actually easy. Number one, it's positive, so it's going to be going up that way. Okay, and it is a rise of 3. Rise. Run. Rise of 3. And a run of 4. And it's positive. Rise of 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Run of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And that equation on a graph looks like that. Okay? So let's look at it like we did last week. And let's, oh shoot, sorry. There we go. And let's check it. Alright, it is a positive because if you were right here and you started walking that way, it would go up. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3. How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a positive 3 over 4 is the slope. And looky there, it's the same one. as the equation. Hey. All right, so that is slope intercept form. And we are going to, sorry, I'm looking at my notes here on my phone. The next video is going to be hopefully, actually it's probably just going to be the assignment helping you, because I can't really send all this stuff for you to print and glue and paste and all that stuff into your journal. So I think we're just going to practice on our assignment. That is slope intercept form.